So Tommy Dreamer has said that when he was on the booking committee, they were discussing an opponent for Triple H at WrestleMania 19 in 2003, and Tommy brought your name up, and Triple H said that you weren't over enough. Booker T ended up getting that match. That was obviously a wild statement, as you were one of the most over guys in the company at the time. You've been asked this a lot of the years, but did you feel that he went on a personal vendetta against you to keep over the years to keep you out of the world title picture? The match we just talked about with him took place in 2002, and you wouldn't be back in the world title picture until 2006 when you did it on your own terms. So yeah, talk about your interaction with Triple H as you went over the years. Or yeah.
Yeah. So at the time, it did feel like a personal vendetta.
Mhm.
Now, I look at that as I was stuck in that competitive state of mind, thinking of him more as being one of the boys. Anytime you're one of the boys and you're in the office, you're in a hot position where the boys are going to look at you, as if you're biased for some reason, putting yourself over. Why
Yeah.
would you want to do that? But but now looking at the bigger picture, what if he wasn't one of the boys and he was just another suit and tie and had those same feelings? Then would I hold it against him, or would I say like, well, that's he's obviously not one of my fans, I guess, but he doesn't think I'm over enough to main event. Was it main event WrestleMania?
That was so it wasn't the main event like the last match
Oh,
of the show. I think they wrestled like I
yeah.
can't remember where on the card, but it wasn't the final match of the show.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I'm asked, do I feel like he kept me, held me back or kept me down? I guess that's evident, the evidence right there. If that's how the jury was wavered. But also, he had a right, to have his opinion and his judgment, and he sat in that position in the office. So I didn't used to be able to give him credit for that. You know what I mean? And now I do. And look what he's done. Now he's running everything. So obviously, you can't say he didn't know what he was doing or talking about. But,
Right, right.
but but yeah, I mean, I do feel if it was instead of him, if it was somebody else, maybe it was Pro RVD, then I think a lot of things probably would have been different.
Yeah, sure.
Because
Absolutely.
Tommy would tell me that stuff too.
Mhm.
Tommy would tell me that stuff back then, So of course I looked at it, with an even more stubborn view of, competitiveness, and trying to find ways to handle it that are unbusinesslike.
Well, yeah, I mean, the competitive nature of it going on at the same time, and it's a very different dynamic and everything is that definitely adds to it.
Yeah.
All
Oh.
right.